the Mughal Empire. So we have seen yesterday who were the Mughals and few empires from the Mughals, and we have seen Mughal military campaign also. So we'll see now Mughal tradition of succession. So this also we had discussed, but I want to focus up here on two words. See, Mughals did not believe in the rule of primogeniture. Primogeniture means, see, if you see in before the Mughals are king in the king's dynasties, they gave the throne or they gave all the property to the eldest son. That is called primogeniture. But these Mughals and the Timurid custom of they don't believe on primogeniture. So they find or they divide their property in among all the sons. So that is called copercenary inheritance. So which is the fair primogeniture or the copercenary inheritance? Primogeniture means give the all property to the eldest son, and copercenary means give all the property among the uh, all the divide the all property among all the son. So which is fair, student? Now let's see next point in Mughal emperors Mansabdar and the Jagirdars, Zabt and the Zamindars. So while a lot of emperors' energy was spent in fighting wars, so they were just behind that conquering others' territory, expanding their territory. So this they fight war again and again. So there are lot of energy spent in the fighting wars only. So they also had to run what they own. See, it's not like that they own and expanded their territory and just it's all. So they have to whatever they own, they have to maintain it. They have to run that. To start with, not even had to fought it. For example, some Rajputs willingly joined the Mughals also. So, student, if they Mughal Empire, they were see we will see the here now how was the relationship with the Mughals with the others also. So Mughals constantly fought against other rulers who refused to accept their supremacy. Some Indian rulers also joined Mughals voluntary. That means they own by their own wish. So, for example, Rajputs willingly joined the Mughals. Some other Rajputs married their daughters also into Mughal families. So, for example, you must have heard of Jodhabai, daughter of Rajput, ruled of Amber. She got married to Akbar. Have you heard this? Might be. So there is some example of Rajput married their daughter into Mughal emperor. For example, that Jodhabai, daughter of Rajput, ruled of Amber. She got married to Akbar. Yes, it is given in movie. So that's why I thought you might heard about it. Okay. So some of them even got their daughters married to Mughal families and high-ranking officials also. For from kingdoms that were won in wars, many of Mughal emperors did not humiliate the king who lost. So Rajputs received high position in Mughal court. Even defeated rulers were also treated honorably by Mughals. Many defeated rulers were given their land, their watans also back to administrate that. So if you insulted a king, why they see the treaty or the tricks behind this? That if you insulted a king, they were more likely to rebel than accept the Mughal rule. So whoever is defeated or the defeated rulers were also treated honorably by Mughals, because if we insulted them, then also they will go against them. They will not accept Mughals rule. So they are treated honorably by Mughals, and Sometimes they were given their land or watan back as a watan jagir, not as a ruler, like as a watan jagir. Okay, they treated them with respect and had the kings run to properly on the emperor's behalf. So they work under the Mughals. They will not rule that territory who were defeated. Okay, so this could be thought of as a strategy as much as being human. To run their vast kingdom, the Mughals created a number of posts. See, we can understand that they have expanded their territory a lot, and to maintain it, they need more people, they need more positions. So they have created number of posts. Different historians have different takes on the system. However, broadly, it is as follows. How they were, we will see now. The administration under Mughal Emperor. So first is Mansabdars. So who are these Mansabdars? Mansabdars means Mansab means position or rank, and the Mansabdar were required to maintain specific number of cavalry to increase the military strength of the rulers. And Mansabdars were employees of empire who were ranked as per their position in court. Their salary was fixed as per their rank. If there is a high rank, high position, they have high salary. If they are at low rank, they have low salary. So they were also paid a sum to take charge of cavalry and the horses. So means they have to maintain a specific number of cavalrymen to increase the military strength. So for them also they have to charge. So Mansabdar were appointed from across caste and the religions. After Akbar's era, though they collected revenue from the people. So whatever they have collected, collection over and above the salary, the expenses was paid to emperor. So Jagirdars. Now Jagirdars were similar to the Mansabdar in term of salary and the tax collection duties. But instead of rank, they were assigned tracts of land that, yeah, we many a time we have learned this. Jagirdars means they got the land instead of their salary, and instead of rank they were assigned tract of lands, so that they collected revenue from that land and they take their share from that land revenue. Initially the empire gave them cash to run operations. So to Jagirdars, initially when he got the land, that time initially empire gave them cash to run operation, and later on they collect the taxes and they can take all the expenses from that revenue. Now let's see, the next one is Zamindars. Zamindars in turn were people who were already powerful in a said region. Means who were powerful in that region. Yes. Operations means what? To maintain or to look after that land, they need some money, isn't it? So that is called operations, or whatever things they have to manage, that is called operations. Okay, so who were the peoples who were powerful in the region or in any area? Yes, can you imagine? Now you have grown up that much. Yes, zamindar, but see, those who have land, those who have businessmen, or those who have higher caste peoples. So those were the powerful at that time in the region. So they would collect tax from the common worker in their region and pass that tax on the onto the Mughal emperor. No, that time it was not government, but we can call this type of system government. Okay. Akbar's revenue minister, he developed a sophisticated tax system that is called Zabt, based on crop yield and the prices. So the main source of the income available to the Mughal emperor relates, that is headman or the local chieftain. So those were powerful that time in that region. The Mughal used one term, Zamindar, to describe the all intermediaries, whether they were local headmen of villages or powerful chieftains. Their function was to collect taxes from the peasant or farmers, and they have to submit the same to the central government. Means the whoever the post were there at the revenue, so they have to submit it to the central government, means to revenue department. Okay, so major taxes was on produce of peasantry. Peasantry between Aurangzeb suffered a lot. In Aurangzeb's time, peasantry suffered a lot because he collect lot of taxes. Taxes. So here, Akbar's revenue minister, his name was Todarmal. Todarmal was Akbar's revenue minister. He carried out a survey of crops yield and the prices of revenue and the areas cultivated for a period of 10 years. So based on this data, taxes was fixed on each crop in cash. So each province, before that we have seen that those who don't have money, they gave the produce also to the king as a tax. But here they have converted it. The tax was fixed on each crop in cash. Okay, so each province, mean territory, was divided into revenue circle with its own schedule of revenue rates for individual crops. This revenue system was known as Zabt, and it was based on crop yield and the prices. So, however, this system was not present in Gujarat and the Bengal. So, got it now? What is Zabt? So, there were other positions such as Diwan, means financial officer, and the Subedars, means administrative officers. Uh, After Zamindars and Jagirs, a closer look of Akbar's policies. So that we are going to see in next period. So in some areas, Zamindars exercise a great deal of power, and the exploitation of the Mughal administrators could drive them to rebellions. So sometimes Zamindars and the peasants of some caste allied in rebelling against Mughal authority. These peasant revolts challenging the stability of the Mughal Empire from the end of the 17th century.
If you like our videos, do share them and subscribe to our channel. If you want awesome quizzes, write to us. Keep watching and keep learning with Walnut.